Now then, brew tubers, here we are again for another grain to glass video. This time with my able assistant, Mrs. Apples, coming along, I think primarily for the tasting, more than to find out what it's made of. Right, today what we're going to be reviewing is a American wheat beer. It's a Bell's Oberon clone. It was a kit from the malt miller, all grain kit, and the blurb on there says, "Cure the winter blues by capturing a little sunshine in a bottle for yourself. Oberon is an American wheat ale fermented with their house ale yeast, mixing a spicy hop character with mildly fruity aromas. The addition of wheat malt lends to a smooth mouthfeel, making it a classic summer beer." Right, classic summer beer. It's absolutely tipping it down in
Lincolnshire.
In Lincolnshire, absolutely. Right. The malt bill, quick whiz through that. It's 2.7 kilos of lager malt, 2.2 kilos of wheat malt, 230 grams of Munich, 230 grams of carapils, some oat husks, and that's about it. The mash was 65 degrees, like most things. I would have been somewhere around that. For 60 minutes, then mash out 75. The boil, let's have a look at that. We've got a 60-minute boil. Additions for the boil were pearl for the full 60 minutes. We had Hallertau Herzbrucker for 30 minutes. That was 60 grams, let's have a look, 28 grams of pearl. Should we do that again? I think we will. Right. For the boil additions were pearl, hops, 28 grams for 60 minutes. We had Hallertau Herzbrucker, another 28 grams for 30 minutes. And we had 56 grams of Saz Flame Out. It was fermented with, as it said, their own house ale yeast, which is, in this case, WLP 4040 Midwestern ale yeast. Considering the kit was £25, I think, the actual yeast itself, if you bought that separately, was something like about £12 or £13. So quite a big chunk of the actual kit is the yeast. I did take what was left in the vial of yeast. I grew on with a starter, so I can use it for another time. So I thought, if you're paying all that money for a yeast, let's see if we can get some reuse out of it. So I've got a jar of that in my fridge, ready for another go.
Is it labelled?
Is it labelled? No, it's the one that you don't be drinking because it's got yeast at the bottom of it. Okay.
You told the kids?
No. Lucky dip. Right, so anything to say about the actual fermentation process? Well, one thing I did do is when I was trying to go for the raising the mash temperature on trying to go for a 75-degree mash out, I inadvertently went a lot higher, running the boiling and everything in a one-pot system, brewing a bag in the Buffalo. Turn the heat up, set the thermometer at 75, and forgot to stir it. So the actual temperature at the bottom of the Buffalo was about 85. So beer is still made. I don't know. So what I'll do is I'll pop some brew footage. It says about now, somewhere around here, and come back shortly, and we'll have a little bit of a taste test. Right, back for a taste test. Here we go. This is what I've poured out. This is a bit of an impromptu tasting at the moment because I think the keg is just about to kick. I think I've nearly drunk it all, so it can't be that bad. Excuse me. The colour of sunshine, not so sure about that, although it does seem to have darkened off a bit in the 3 weeks we've had it in the keg, but yeah. So, yeah, don't know. But anyway, in for a penny. So give it the sniff test. Now I don't normally ferment with lager and Munich and these sort of things. I usually just use like a pale Marisotta or something like that. So I'm definitely getting the more of the maltier sort of notes that you'd get from those sort of things. Am I getting any fruity aromas or spicy hop characters? I'm not so sure, but then if you've seen any of my previous videos, I haven't got a massive sense of smell. Have a taste, then we'll pass it over to the number 1 taste tester. Yep, definitely getting some fruity aromas there, and that malty backbone from the actual malts. Don't know what fruit I am actually getting, but yep. And the bitterness, it's just got the sort of right amount of bitterness. It's still there's no sweetness in there at all as such. It invites you back for another glass straight away. I tell you what, I'll pass you over to the number 1 taste tester. So give it a sniff. What can you smell? Beer?
You'd expect a lot more smell actually, considering the...
It's not just me then.
No. No, that definitely doesn't have much at all.
What about a taste then? Are you getting my number 1 taste tester?
I'm definitely fruity.
You get
because it's making my mouth quenchy.
Yeah.
So like you've had something really fruity and juicy.
Yeah. So I don't know what hop characters we would expect to get out of Pearl, Hersbrucker and Saz, but Germany type ones, so really.
It's got a real depth to it though. It just hasn't got so much smell.
No. I'm looking forward to using the yeast again. I don't know if I'd brew this again, to be honest with you, but I'm looking forward to using the yeast again. I'm going to make another wheat beer from I can't remember the chap's name, from one of the other books, but it seems to be a lot more hoppy. So excuse me, we'll see how that turns out. But I know the yeast is supposed to be quite a nice yeast to use.
I actually really like the taste because it's really nice and juicy and not tart or bitter. But you just want a little bit more on the smell, I think.
Yeah.
Because it just...
Well, that might be me. It might not be the case. It's most probably my friend. So
yeah, you're getting a bit, but it's not as much as it tastes. It's got a nice...
Yeah, well,
I mean, lots...
It just looks a bit... Yeah, not colour of sunshine. Perhaps it's the colour of English sunshine. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely. Yeah. So would we brew it again? Do you think, or
I think we've got better ones we've brewed.
Yeah, and I think there's also a lot more different styles that we haven't tried yet that we need to brew. So
it's nice. I do like the depth to it, but it's not.
Yeah, I think I might actually have a bottle of this somewhere that I bottled off because I filled the keg. So we'll hold that back. I'll brew the other American wheat with the more classic American hops in, and we'll see how that tastes in comparison. But there you go. That's the video over for today. I think realistically, I don't think there's any more we can say. So if you like what you've seen, me or Mrs. Apples, then please hit the like and subscribe at the bottom. And if not, have a beer. Cheers.